Hi, everybody. Hello, thank you for coming. I am recording this for my podcast, so I thought I would go ahead and use the podcast overlay. And I'm going live right now. Hopefully, it's about to work in my group. Actually, it doesn't look like it's working. We're having trouble streaming. Huh, it's weird. Okay, let's try again. Let's see what I have to do. Hold on. Boo, boo, boo. Let me try it again. Maybe the stream key's incorrect. Okay, let's see. Let's fix this. All right. I do want to ask you guys before I start. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, sorry. I have to do this again and see if it'll work. Before I start, I did want to ask you guys if you could tell me if you could hear my fork, because it was not working before. When I was live before, you really couldn't hear it. Okay. Oh, was I on, Candy, in 5D Daily? It just wasn't working. Let's see if it's working now. It's still not working. Okay. Okay, let's try one more time. Okay, tell me, can you hear this? Can you guys hear that? Let me know. I want to know if you can actually hear it. All right, so give me just a minute to reset up. It's not really working. I guess it doesn't matter so much, but I would like it to go live in the group, because I used to just go live in 5D Daily, but then what happened was, you know, what happened was, whoop, Facebook stopped letting us do that. So that's really what happened. So yeah, for those of you who are like, oh, I can see and hear you on Facebook, I'm talking about in my group, which is called 5D Daily. That's where I'm trying to go live, because I try to always do that inside the group. So let's just see what I can do here. We'll try one more time. And could you guys hear the fork? Or is that what you're saying? That you could hear the fork? I'm asking too many questions. Okay, let's try one more time. Custom art. Oh, this is like so complicated, guys. This is like really ridiculous. What I have to go through now to stream inside a group because of Facebook. But I really want to, because I love going live for you guys. Okay. All right, let's see if it works. And save. Okay, so you could almost hear it. It's actually not very loud. Let's try it one more time. Can you hear it now? When it's close to the mic, it's pretty close. Okay. All right, so I'll remember that. Okay, I don't think it's gonna let me go live in the other place. Huh. Must be a problem. Okay. Well, then I will just forward it. Okay, so thank you so much for coming today. I'm Rachel Chamness at Soundwaves Heal, and I'm a shamanic channel and mentor. I love to help in any way that you want to increase your healing or channeling abilities. I help in all levels and in all different ways, from my big program to little programs, whatever is the way that you want to do it, I can help, and I love to do that. So today we're working with the Solfeggio fork 852, which I forgot to make a banner. Let's do that. Solfeggio 852 hertz. Solfeggio tones are these frequencies. So frequency and sound is the same thing. Here's a fork with a solfeggio 5, 8. Oh, wait. Oh, I did it wrong. It's 852. This is what happens when I can't have much coffee today. I can't have much coffee. Okay. So solfeggio 852 hertz is a solfeggio tone. A solfeggio tone is a type of frequency or sound that is a healing sound. So it's identified as a healing sound. So there are, I think, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 9. That's what I thought. 9 solfeggio frequencies. And then there's a few more. There's a few more solfeggio frequencies that are, identified. And if you've ever read my blog post at soundwavesheal.com, Healing with Solfeggio Frequencies, you can just search when you go to my blog page. You'll read about this. So we have been doing several of these in this Live in 5D that I go live in every Thursday. And so we're all the way to the next to last one of the 9. And then we'll work on some other solfeggio frequencies as well. So when I do a healing for people, what I do a lot of things. I help up level, I help connect to grids or guides that want to speak to them, I help clear any blocks, and I, help clear anything that's in their way. Same thing as clearing blocks, I guess. And I also, help the person like figure out how to increase their ability to walk their light path or what they need to do. And so one of the ways that I do this is that I bring forth trance healing. So trance healing is something that I teach with trance channeling. When I teach trance channeling, even in level 1, which is just the, month to month, it's a 6-month program and it restarts every month. So you can join anytime at the beginning of the month. You can still join for January, actually, if you want to learn trance channeling. I teach a whole lot of different channeling in that course as well. And trance healing is part of it. Now, my bigger program will really go deeper with trance healing and higher dimensions and things like that. But trance healing is just when you bring the being through you and you are trancing their healing. Because remember, we're just conduits. We are the channel. And then when I say channel, that's what I mean. You can channel healing, you can channel words, you can channel messages, you can trance channel where they speak through you, full body channeling, however you want to think about it. But we're just the channel. Here in this life, we aren't maybe the angel we were or the being we were before in past lives. We're just humans in this life, and it's a whole experience and thing we're doing, right? So I'm trance channeling that sound. So sometimes I know who it is and sometimes I don't. I do always know that it's coming from the light because I work a lot with protection. That's a big part of what I teach. But trance healing is really cool. You can begin to learn what trance healing just by learning light language, even okay, so if you bring forth light language, you are bringing forth light codes and sounds from other beings. So that is a type of trance healing as well. And even Reiki can be a type of trance healing because you are bringing through a healing through your body. You're combining it with your own healing modality, and Reiki itself makes your healing modality stronger and more focused. So it's really great. But this is what it is. All of this is types of trance healing, but I like to teach people how to literally identify the being and bring their healing through. So that was a long explanation of what liquid Reiki shamanic sound healing is, but that's what it is. And that's what I'll be giving you. So it'll sound like sound healing. So all you really have to do is just relax and listen. I'm going to be using this fork for its properties of, let's see, let me get this right. Okay, so solfeggio tone 852 hertz is really great to clear negative thoughts, negative patterns. It helps to dispel fear and anxiety, and it can also help up level your third eye. It can help clear and up level your third eye. So sometimes people ask me things about the third eye. Like, should it be half open? Should I leave it open? Yes, past 2012, your third eye should be always open. You don't want to close down the discernment that you need every day and where we're at it in ascension. It's very important that you have your third eye open. And other things that people ask me is like, do I have blocks? I have blocks on my third eye. I have to clear them. Most likely any blocks in your third eye you have put there yourself for when you're ready to release them. Sometimes there can be negative, interference, but most of the time it's our own blocks that we put there. So if you're feeling that way, then it's really great to just start speaking in the present tense. I did have blocks, but now I'm open. Or speak to yourself, I'm ready to open my third eye. I'm ready to release any blocks that I've given myself in my third eye so that I can expand and go forward, and then see how you feel. Do you feel suddenly scared? Are you suddenly like, uh-oh, wait, am I ready? Well, then maybe you need a little mentorship or some help with that. But if not, then just open it up. So that's what we'll be doing now. That was a very long introduction. I'm sorry, but let's start, okay? So just take a deep breath. This is the tone of 852 hertz. You can hear its specific tone. So I can also sing that tone. So I think it's La is the 852 tone. Let's see. So whether or not you can hear me repeatedly hitting this tone or not, even if the mic isn't picking it up, it's still going to heal you. Even if you can't hear at all, if you're hearing impaired, you're still getting healed by the frequencies in this video. So let's begin. First, let's work with removing negative thoughts. Let's start there. Clearing negative thoughts and patterns. I feel that one of the beings who's sending me their healing through me is Archangel Shamuel. Sometimes sound healing can feel a little uncomfortable as it works out some whatever's in your field. All right, now let's dispel fear and anxiety. So taking some more deep breaths and releasing them. Now I'm seeing some Fey elementals come in, some sylphs and different kinds of fairies. Let's release anything that is causing fear and anxiety about the third eye, anything that's keeping you from opening your third eye to allow more of spirit to come in, more of your spirit guides, more information that can help you live your most joyous life. Okay. Now, let's use this fork or this solfeggio tone, 852, to open the third eye, to release you from anything that's keeping you from, excuse me, just open the door from any, okay, let me say that again. Let's use this fork. Let's use this solfeggio tone, 852, to open your third eye so that you can receive messages from your higher self, from your guides and angels, and from all of the beings of light who help you in this life. Now I have another fork that can help this as well. So if you like, you can go to my blog post later where I talk about the pineal gland and how fluoride in the pineal gland can keep you from opening your senses. And in there's also a video to help you do that. Although I wouldn't do that after this one. I would wait at least a day. And this is the pineal gland fork, but it also opens the third eye. So when it comes to clearing your pineal gland, you don't want to do too much of this in one day, or it could cause a lot of detox. So here we go. We're going to just do it once and give a little clearing and use this fork to open your third eye a little as well. And we'll go back to 852. Okay. Just checking it out, seeing how we all feel. How do you feel? Anything coming up for you that you want to put in the comments, and I'll see if I can clear that. All right, now whenever you remove something from someone, for Reiki and healing practitioners out there, of course, you should know that every time you remove something negative, you must put something in positive as well. So now, since Shamuel is here and really guiding this healing today, Shamuel is one of my guardian angels, and he, she, they, Shamuel comes in all forms, is an archangel. So asking Shamuel to then fill us with light. I'm seeing a really beautiful gold light, which is like source light, Christ light. It's more source light. So filling our bodies with that, so you might see it or feel it or just know it. I hope that you're experiencing that now. And Courtney says, definitely felt something. I'm not sure it's dizziness or just the feeling of activating. Could just be the activation. So since I have done some third eye up leveling for you all today, then you definitely do want to drink some water, especially since with a pineal gland fork, I have cleared any chlorine, bromide, or fluoride in your pineal gland, which can keep you from channeling or receiving information from spirits. So I have done that as well. All right, last part of the healing. Let me add a little bit for what Courtney said about feeling dizziness, or in case you're feeling a little bit of that, definitely drink water, but I'll give a little soothing here as well. And that was from Gaia. And Pamela has a great question. If you're not aware of feeling anything in particular, does it still work on some level? Yes, you don't have to feel anything. I just say that if you are feeling it, that could be what this is. People experience things differently. So you don't always have to be feeling anything. I mean, even when, you're a Reiki practitioner, many people say, oh, I feel my palms get hot or cold or something. And some people don't feel anything at all, but it doesn't mean it doesn't work. And you may not feel anything in a Reiki session. Doesn't mean it didn't work. It's just a difference of how you feel. So if you normally feel something and you had a session, you didn't feel anything, then maybe, there's a reason. But if you normally don't feel anything, don't worry about that. That means you're you're processing it in some other way. So I would just try to identify how you're processing it. And sometimes things are subtle. And sometimes healings like this are, this is a powerful healing. So perhaps your guides hold it in stasis until you lie down and then give it to you. So if you feel like you're not feeling a whole lot now, check in with yourself tomorrow to see. Thank you all for coming. It's kind of a little short healing, but you don't want to do too much with opening the third eye because it can be a lot. So make sure you drink lots of water. And thank you for coming. And I'll see you next week live in 5D. Okay, bye. Thanks.